students, in the previous videos we discussed determinants topic. In that topic I discussed how to find the determinant of a given matrix. So if the given matrix is, my dear students, if the given matrix is, I'll discuss here, if the given matrix is of the order 1, so if the given matrix is of the order 1, then how to find the determinant of a matrix? Here A is equals to, this is the one matrix I have, A is equals to the matrix of the order 1 cross 1. So if the matrix is given to you is of the order 1, means the determinant of this is, so determinant is denoted like this, clear? So the determinant of this matrix is whatever inside this bracket, whatever element is there, that is the determinant of the given matrix A. So this is the case only if the given matrix is of the order 1 cross 1 or order 1, clear? And please remember, the determinant value for the determinant value is calculated only for the square matrices. That is nothing but only for the square matrices we can calculate the determinants, clear? So next questions, if the matrix is of the order second order, so if the matrix is given to you is, if that is the of the order 2 cross 2, so for example you can take A is equals to A11, A12, A21, A22, clear? If the given matrix is of the order 2 cross 2, therefore I am taking, don't think more about this order. So order means what? In second order I am writing here this, clear? Second order means if the given matrix is of the order 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2 means what? 1, 2, 2 rows are there, 1, 2, 2 columns are there. So therefore, if the given matrix is of the order 2 cross 2, how to find the determinant? That we discussed. That is, determinant of A is equals to this element into this element, clear? So here A11 into A22, this element into this element minus of this element into this element A12. So this will gives you the determinant of the given matrix, clear? Like this you should calculate the determinant of the matrices, that is matrix. If the given matrix is of the order 1, then the determinant of this matrix is the inside the bracket whatever element is there, that element itself is the determinant of the given matrix, clear? And next, if the matrix is of the order 2 cross 2, then my dear students, the determinant is calculated like this. This element to this element should multiply A11 into A22 minus A21 into A12. Like this, you should calculate the determinant of the second order matrix, clear? And also my dear students, determinant is denoted like this. And please remember, you should not read it as the modulus A, you should read it as determinant A. Like this you should read. So this all we discussed in the previous videos. And today's class, what I will do? Today's class I am going to discuss how to calculate the determinant of a matrix of order 3 cross 3. Suppose the given matrix is of the order 3 cross 3. I will take one example medicine. Generally I will take here, if A is equals to, I will take here this A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So my dear students, if the given matrix is of the order 3 cross 3, how to calculate the determinant value? That I am going to discuss in today's class, clear? Generally I took the elements like this. My dear students, please remember, we discussed up to the order 2. If the given matrix is of the order 2 cross 2, then we can calculate like this. But if the given in 3 cross 3 means how to calculate? To calculate that, what I do? I use this concept only. That is how we are calculating for the 2 cross 2. Likewise, the same procedure I am using there. But only the difference is, first I will take my decisions, and before that, please remember, to calculate the determinant of the given matrix A of the order 3 cross 3, there are 6 operations you can use. 6 you can call it as the operations, or you can call it as the six operations you can consider, or 6 rules you can consider, any whatever you can consider, but the meaning is that is how to calculate that I am discussing here. So first what should you do, what are those 6, now first I will discuss that. So here my difference, either you can calculate by row wise, row 1 this I can call it as row 2, this I can call it as row 3, clear. And next my difference, this I can call it as column 1, and this I can call it as column 2, this I can call it as column 3. So you can calculate the determinant of the given matrix of the order 3 cross 3 either along the row 1 you may calculate, you can calculate for the row 2, you can calculate along the row 3, or you can calculate along the column 1 or along the column 2 or along the column 3. So whichever along you can calculate along row or along column wise, the answer will remain as it is. So that depends on you, and I'll discuss after calculating this. I'll discuss whether we should use the column wise or row wise, that we'll discuss later. So as of now, you can calculate along the row 1, or you can calculate along row 2, or you can calculate along row 3, or else column 1 or column 2 or column 3 you can calculate. So first what I'll do, my students, the 3 cross 3 matrix, to calculate determinant, I write it as, or I will rearrange the terms in such a way that I should convert it 2 cross 2 matrix. So that 2 cross 2, if I convert it into 2 cross 2, then easily I can calculate the determinant value. So how should convert, or how should write, how should we can express these given 3 cross 3 matrix in terms of 2 cross 2, that I am going to discuss. And please remember, now I am expanding this along the row 1. So expansion along row 1. First I will discuss how to expand along row 1, my students. So next we will discuss along row 2 how to expand, that all we will discuss later. So whenever you are trying to express the given matrix in terms of row 1, the first what should you do means, my students, I am finding the determinant of this. So therefore determinant of A is equals to, so determinant of A I am calculating, so therefore determinant of A is equals to, now I convert, my students, first I am expanding along the row 1. This is your row 1. So first we should take the first element of the row 1. So what is the first element of row 1 here? The first element of row 1 is here A11. You should take the first element of the row 1. After taking this, you should multiply with the number, that is -1 whole to the power sum of the suffixes. Suffixes means A11, whatever I wrote. So here 1 and 1 will act as the suffixes. So for if you are expanding along the row 1 means, first you should consider the first element of the row 1. So in this row 1, the first element is A11. To this element we should multiply with -1 whole to the power here the sum of the suffixes. After this you should multiply with, my dear students, you should multiply with the 2 cross 2 determinant. So how to calculate 2 cross 2 determinant means, so along the row 1, first I consider this A11 element. So first write the A11 element. After writing this A11 element, next you should multiply with -1 whole to the power the sum of the suffixes number, into, again you should multiply to this with the 2 cross 2 determinant. How that is, I am writing this one here, A11 element in the given matrix where A11 lies, here it is, here A11 is lying. So you should leave the A11 element where the A11 element lies, that where it lies, that row and that column you should leave. Clear? So leaving the first row and first column, what are the elements remaining here? It is first row, first column I am leaving. So A22, A23, Next is A32, A33. Clear? So A11 you should take the first element and next you should multiply with -1 whole to the power sum of the suffixes. After taking this, you should leave the first row and first column. That is where A11 element lies, that row and that column you should leave, and then you should consider the determinant of the remaining elements. The remaining elements is A22, A23, A32, A33. Clear? And next conditions plus. Again you should add, that is to this element you should add plus. Take the second element of the first row again. So after taking this A12 and next similarly you should take it as -1 whole to the power sum of the suffixes 1 plus 2. Clear? And next again you should multiply with the determinant, that is leaving this A12 element, the A12 element where it lies, that row and that column you should leave, and remaining elements determinant you should take. So A12 is lying here, so therefore leave this row and this column. That is nothing but first row, second column you should leave. So what are the elements leaving? The leaving elements are, so after remaining elements are A21, A23. Clear? Next A31, A33. Clear? I hope you will understand. Yes. Next, my students, next take the plus to this. We should take plus. Next, first row, third element. What is that? A13. In the first row, third element I am taking, that is A13. Now again multiply with -1 whole to the power sum of the suffixes 1 plus 3 and again into determinant of, you should consider it as A13. Where it lies A13? This row and this column. First row, third column you should leave. You should take the remaining elements determinant. That is A21, A22, A31, A32. Clear? And now further simplify this, you will get, so my dear students, determinant of A is equals to here A11 into -1 whole to the power 1 plus 1. -1 whole to the power 1 plus 1 means it's 2. Clear? And then my dear students, you should take here this determinant. Now it is of the order 2 cross 2. If the matrix is of the order 2 cross 2, then determinant will be calculated like this. So similarly here this is of the order 2 cross 2. So therefore, you to find out the determinant of this, what I will do? I will multiply this element into this element. So therefore here it is A22 into A33. This element into this element, negative of this element into this element, negative of A32 into A23. Clear? So I should take the determinant of this element into this element, A22 into A33 minus A32 into A23. Clear? And next plus as it is, again plus as it is. Next A12 into -1 whole to the power 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. Clear? And now again find out the determinant of this. So this element into this element. So here A21, A33 minus A31, A23. Clear? I hope, is it visible to you? Please see here whether it is visible to you or not. Please check. Yes, it's visible. So my dear students, then this is the after solving this you will get this. Another one term is remaining here, it is plus, here I wrote here only plus, what is that? Here plus A13 into -1, 4 here is 1 plus 3 is 4. And next determinant of this A21, A32 minus of A31, A22. Clear? I hope you understood. So please remember my dear students, These are all of the order 2 cross 2. So here what I did, the 3 cross 3 matrix I converted or I expressed in terms of the 2 cross 2, because I know already how to calculate if the matrix is of 2 cross 2, how to calculate the determinant of that we know. Therefore I converted or I expressed this given matrix of the order 3 cross 3 as 2 cross 2 like this. Further you can simplify. Clear? And please remember, my dear students, whenever we have any number like -1, please remember one condition I will give to you. You may learn the condition is that if we have -1 whole to the power odd. So -1 whole to the power, if you have any odd number, then answer you will get it as -1. Clear? And next, my students, -1 whole to the power, if you have in the power, if you have any even number, then answer you will get it as +1. This already we know. Clear? So please keep in mind. So this is very, very important. You can take it as note. Very, very important. So -1 whole to the power, if you have odd number, answer is -1. -1 whole to the power, if you have even number, then you will get +1. Clear? The same here, this I had given to you this because here -1 whole square is there. So -1 whole to the power, 2 means whether it is odd or even, 2 is even. So therefore -1 whole to the power even number is 1 itself. So therefore here I will write. So next I am going to write the further calculations. I will write here. Determinant of A is equals to, determinants of A is equals to, my dear students, -1 whole square, -1 whole to the power even. Here 2 is even number. So -1 whole to the power even is there, means what is the answer? 1. So in this place 1. So 1 into A11. A11. 1 into A11 is A11. Inside the bracket whatever is there, please write that one. A22, A33, negative of A32, A23. Clear? And next, my students, plus A12 into -1 whole to the power 3. 3 means it is odd. -1 whole to the power, -1 whole to the power, if you have any odd number, 3 is odd number, so odd number is there, means the answer will be -1. So therefore minus into plus, that will become minus, and the remaining element is A12 into A21, here it is A21, A33 minus A31, A23. Clear? Whether it is visible, please observe. Here it is A21, A33 minus A, here not sufficient space, so I will write here below. I will write here, my dear students. So it is minus the remaining element is, or else minus A12, here it is plus minus A12 into A21, A33 minus A31, A23. Clear? And next step, my dear students, A31, A21, A33 minus A31, A23. Clear? And next, my dear students, here after simplifying this, I wrote here. Next step is, here it is -1 whole to the power 4. -1 whole to the power 4. -1 whole to the power, if even number is there, means answer will be 1. So therefore -1 whole to the power 4 value is 1. So 1 into A13. So therefore here it is plus A13 into this value is 1. Clear? So while anything is the same itself number will get. So therefore I am writing next here is A21 A32 minus of A31 A22. Clear? Further simplify this, my dear students. So therefore determinant of A is equals to, here it is, take this A11 inside the bracket. So that will become A11 A22 A33. Next minus of A11 A32 A23. Next plus minus minus A12 A21 A33. Next minus minus plus plus A12 into A31 A23. Clear? And next this element into this element, plus plus and plus plus A13 A21 A32. Next plus minus minus A13 into A31 A22. So this is the determinant of the given matrix of the order 3 cross 3. Like this we will calculate determinant of the any given matrix. So please remember, my dear students, whenever you have the matrix of the order 3 cross 3, you should solve like this. Clear? So if whatever, after solving this, whatever number you will get, that number is the determinant of the given matrix of the order 3 cross 3. Clear? And my dear students, please remember, this is as shown here, it is the expansion along the R1. So like this you can calculate along R1, R2, rho 2. The similar procedure is there. Only the difference what happens here is, if you are calculating along the rho 1 means you should solve like this. If you wanted to solve along the rho 2 means, again you should take here it is A21 you should take, and minus 1 whole to the power sum of the suffixes. And if you take this number means, if you are expanding along the R2 means you should take this number here. And next here determinant, while calculating the determinant you should leave this row and this column. Then in that case you should take A12 A13 A32 A33. Likewise you can calculate, but moreover I will solve by this expansion along the row 1 only. And please remember, my dear students, either you can expand along the row 1, row 2 or row 3, or column 1, column 2 or column 3. The answer you will get the answer, whatever you will get, the answer will be same. But my dear students, in the case of, or to avoid the calculations, what should we do means, whenever in the given matrix, if the number of in the any row or any columns, if the number of zeros are 2 or more zeros are there, in which column or rows the number of zeros are there, so that column wise or row wise you should calculate. Clear? So if you have, for example, I take here it is, if they given you matrix like this 1 2 3 4 5 0 0 0 1 7. If the matrix is like this, and if they ask you to find the determinant of this means, in that case again as I told, either you can expand this to find the determinant of this, you can expand along row 1, row 2 or row 3, whatever. But if the matrix is, if here in the third row, to avoid the calculation purpose, in the third row, if here you can observe in the third row there are 2 zeros are there. So therefore to avoid the calculations, what I will do, I will expand this matrix in terms of the along row 3, so that 0 0 that will, if you expand through the row 3, then the calculations will be less, then time can be less, let this consumes. So therefore whenever the given matrix is of the 3 cross 3, in that matrix where the number of zeros are there, if the maximum number of zeros are there in any row or column, so in that case please try to apply please try to expand along that row or column where the maximum number of zeros are there. That row or column you should expand. Clear? Or else it's okay if you want to know, sir, if you wanted to tell sir I'll expand along row 1 only, means that is also okay, there is no problem. But only the loss to us is that it will consume more time. If here in this particular example, if you solve by row 1, if you expand by row 1, then also it's okay. If you expand by row 2, then also okay. If you expand along row 3, that is also okay. But to avoid calculation, if you expand along the row 3, then calculations will be easier. Clear? But if there is no any harm to the answer, whatever answer you will get for every along row or along column, whatever, however you can expand, the answer will be same as it is. Clear? Yes. So this is like this. We can expand the matrix of the order 3 cross 3. Clear? So now my dear students, I'll take one example of the matrix of the order 3 cross 3. Then we will solve how to. Then we will solve that question of the matrix of the order 3 cross 3. I hope here you don't have any doubts. Still, if you have any doubts, you can comment me. I'll reply for that. Clear? Yes. Let's move to the examples. So my dear friends, the next question I am going to discuss is the matrix of the order 3 cross 3. Or else you can calculate yourself, expand along row 2, expand along row 3. The final answer you will get the same as it is. Clear? Yes. Next, take the example. Yes, my dear students, before taking the next example, one thing I would like to say you, that is, you can observe here, my dear students, minus 1 whole to the power, here it is, minus 1 whole to the, here I expanded along the row 1. So please observe, while expanding along the row 1, each time multiplying to this element a1 element, what I told, I should multiply with minus 1 whole to the power suffix of this. Clear? So each time multiplying this, it may be some complications will be there, complicated that way. While multiplying each time, that will be complicated to you. So therefore, in short, what we do means, if you are expanding along row 1 means, just observe here minus 1 whole square, that will become plus, here it is plus. But here you can observe minus 1 whole cube is minus, plus minus minus, you got here this minus, and again here it is minus 1 whole to the power 4 is plus, again you have here it is plus. So therefore, to avoid these confusions, each time while multiplying minus 1 whole to the power square, minus 1 whole to the power cube, it may be complicated to you. So therefore, what should you do means, instead of multiplying this minus 1 whole square minus 1, directly you can take, my dear students, here we should take, for this element we should take plus, clear, and for this element we should take it as minus, and for this element we should take it as plus. Clear? So if you wanted to expand along the row 1 means, what should you do? To this element you should multiply with plus, and if you multiply this element you should multiply with plus, and you should leave this row and this column, you should take the determinant of this. Clear? And similarly, next term, negative, minus of this element you should take, and leave the row and this column. Again you should take the determinant of remaining elements, a21, a23 and a31, a33. Here it is. Clear? And next step also, plus a13, plus of a13, again leave this row and this column and take the determinant of this, a21, a32, minus of a31, a22. Like this you should calculate. This is along the row 1. If you are calculating along the row 2 means, in that case you should take negative of this element into, leave this row and this column, take the determinant of remaining elements, this element and this element. Clear? So I'll calculate, for if I wanted to expand along the row 2 means, expansion along row 2. So if you wanted to expand along row 2 means, what should you do means, you should do, my dear students, you should take negative of this, positive of this, negative of this. If you wanted to calculate along row 3 means, positive, negative, positive. Clear? If you take the sign like this, then this is not necessary to calculate minus 1 whole to the power whatever suffix is there. It's not necessary. So directly you should take the signs. You should remember in your mind that if you wanted to expand along row 1 means plus minus plus. If you wanted to expand along row 2 means minus plus minus. If you want to expand along row 3 means plus minus plus. Clear? So now I'll show you how quickly you should expand if you want how quickly you should expand. So now I am expanding here from the row 2. To calculate row 2, what should I do? Already I wrote the sign here it is. So negative of, here it is, determinant, here it is. Determinant of A is equals to, so here negative of this minus of A to 1. Clear? So minus of A to 1, and next leave this row and this row and this column, that is remaining is A1 to, clear? So here it is this row and this column, A1 to A13, A3 to A33. Clear? And next conditions positive you should take, and with that element A22, and next take the determinant, leaving this row, the element where it lies, whatever you are multiplying element, to that element where to the element A22 where it lies, that is this row and this column you should leave. And next here is determinant of A11, A13, this row and this column, next A31, A33. Clear? Because A22, this row and this column you should leave. Next conditions, negative of A23, negative of A23, again leave this row and this column. The remaining elements is A11, A12, A31, A32. So further simplify this, again you will get this only. So you can observe here. So therefore determinant of A is equals to, here my dear students, minus A21 into A12 into this element into this element, minus of this element into this element, A3 to A13. Clear? And similarly here it is A22 into A11 A33 minus A31 this element to this element, next this element to this element, next minus A23, determinant of this is A11 A32, this element into this element, negative of A31, this element into this element. So further if you simplify this, again you are getting this only. Here you can observe A11 A22 A33, here it is A11 A11 A22 A33. If you expand along, if you further simplify means again you will get this answer only. So therefore that's why I am telling you that whether either you can expand along row 2, row 3, whatever, you will get the answer finally same as it is. If you expand further, if you solve means again you will get the answer same as it is. So therefore either you can expand along row 2 or you can expand along row 1. Clear? So now I will take the one example, my students, then easily you can understand. Clear? So like this you should calculate for the matrix of the order 3 cross 3. So write on the question. So the question is here, evaluate determinant of 2 minus 1 minus 2 0 2 minus 1 3 minus 5 0. You should find the determinant of this. Clear? My dear students, as I told, whenever you have the determinant, whenever you wanted to find the determinant of the matrix of the order 3 cross 3 means you should first expand that in terms of 2 cross 2 so that you can calculate the determinant. Clear? So now, my dear students, always whenever you are solving the question, please remember that you should use the signs. What I told? First thing I told, here first element plus, minus, plus, like this you should write. Minus, plus, minus. Plus, minus, plus. Like this I am writing, because while expanding, you should not worry about the minus 1 whole to the power, whether it is even or odd. You don't need to worry. Clear? So after writing this, what I will show you is, so simply I can solve this one. Here it is determinant of, what is that? Determinant. You can use the symbol like this, or directly you can take the given only. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, 0, 2, minus 1, 3, minus 5, 0. So this value is equals to, solve this one. So what I told, first element positive with 2, so 2 plus 2, positive should take. So plus 2 into determinant of the remaining elements. So what are the determinants here? This you should leave. You first, I am expanding along the row 1. If you are expanding along the row 1 means first you should multiply along the row 1. In the row 1, the first element you should take. In the row 1, the first element is 2. Now take the determinant of the order 2 cross 2. How should we take? We take that by leaving this element where it lies. This element, that is first row and first column, we should leave. First row, first column we should leave. The remaining elements is 2, minus 1, minus 5, 0. I left this row and this column where the first element lies. That we should leave first row and first column, and leaving that with the remaining elements, you should take the determinant. Clear? And next, my dear students, next you should take minus sign. Minus into, what is the number is there? Here it is minus 1. I am expanding along the row 1. So therefore, the second element is minus 1. But before taking the second element, you should take the sign of this. That is minus. And next, my dear students, after taking this, you should take the determinant. So how to take the determinant? Leaving this minus 1 where it lies. That row and that column we should leave. That is here in the minus 1. In the row 1, the second element I wrote here. It means I should leave this first row and second column. So after leaving this, what I am getting? 0 and minus 1 here. It is 0, minus 1, 3, 0. I hope you understood. Clear? Next, my friends, plus. Again here it is plus, because here plus sign is there. Plus, take along the first row the third element. What is third element? Minus 2. Take this minus 2, and next take the determinant, leaving this row and this column. First row and third column. So what is remaining elements? 0, 2, 3, minus 5. You should take the determinant of this. Clear? Now easily you can expand. Clear? So now this will gives you 2 into, here it is 2 into is equals to 2 into, take the determinant of this. 2 into 0 is 0, minus of minus 5 into minus 5. Minus minus plus 5 into 1 is 5. Clear? Next, minus plus 1 into determinant of this. 0 into 0 is 0, minus plus minus 3 into 1 is 3. Clear? Next, plus minus 2. And now 0 into anything is 0, minus 3 2s are 6. Clear? Now further simplify this. 2 into 0 minus 5 is minus 5 plus 1 into minus, here it is, minus minus plus 3, minus into minus is plus 3 as it is. Next minus 2, 0 minus 6 is minus 6. Further simplify this, 2 5 is 10, plus minus minus plus 1 into 3 is 3, minus minus plus 2 6 is 12. Clear? So here it is minus 10 plus 15. Clear? 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 minus 10 is 1. So therefore the determinant value for this matrix is 5. Like this you can calculate. So like this you should calculate the given matrix is of the order 3 cross 3 means like this you can calculate. I hope you understood. And next, my dear students, we will discuss further more about these determinants, how to calculate, what are the cases we should solve, or else in which case we should use the column wise or the row wise. That we will discuss in the next video. I hope you understood. Still, if you have any doubts, you can comment me. I will reply for that. Thank you.